Hey guys, welcome back. As you might remember from the previous episode, we find ourselves in a space station. Quickly take advantage of this. There's an NPC that landed with the spaceship. You can usually trade with them or even make an offer on their starship. If it's interesting enough and you have the money for it. Their trade is usually the same items that you can get anywhere, but in some cases they have some of these rare things that like ammonia, and it depends on the system you're in. So it might be lucrative to actually see if you can pick something up here. But it's also nice to actually look at their spaceship. So it's a C class, and C is usually not interesting, so we can kind of compare it. It's a shuttle, so it's kind of like a general purpose starship. It has more slots than ours, and we would have to buy for 510, but if we trade in ours, then it will be subtracted, so that we only have to pay 125k, which is more than we have. It's still not a lot of units normally, but in this case it would not be really interesting to pick this ship up and trade our fighter ship in, because as you can see, our fighter does quite a bit more damage than that shuttle, of course. But I wanted to show you, you can sometimes actually find exotic ships. They are very rare in the game. And it depends on the system, it depends on the space station, how many people are NPCs are landing there. You might notice that red icon in the top. That means that it wants us to go home to speak to our computer, because we found some information about that number 16 in the previous episode. But as I promised last time, on this side of the space station you can actually talk to the NPCs. They can teach you word by word, literally word by word, more of their language. So if we speak to this Viking guy here, you can see basically there's a little bit of storyline. They all have their generic greetings, and this is actually a special Viking. This is a guy that specializes in weapons, armory. You can actually use one of these later on in the game when your base has a spot for him where you can actually use an armor who will help you advance in weapons and upgrades. So as you can see, this is the normal interaction with an NPC at a space station, so you can request dialect help. If you have the relics, in this case the Viking effigy, you could offer that and it will actually improve your standing with them. Unfortunately I don't have one on me, but we'll just do dialect help, and he will teach me one word depending on what kind of context I want the word to be in. So is it regarding friendship, trade, aggression, technology? We'll just do friendship. And let's see what he teaches us. It's the word help. Just to show another example here, there's also a little gek that walks around. We can't understand them, but we can kind of see their demeanor and judge it by that. Some refuse to listen and talk to you. They will not interact. You can give them a gift. Sometimes that will change their mind. It depends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to all these NPCs because it's all the same. They're going to teach me one word each, and I don't want to spend or waste 10 minutes of your guys' time. So I'll just talk to them for a bit. Right, I spoke to them all. There's an easy way to tell if you hover over somebody. I have an achievement, let me click that away with the tab. You hover over somebody, you can see that it says visited. That means that you spoke to him. Otherwise it would be really confusing trying to figure out who you spoke to and who you still had to speak to. So that visited is an indication that you spoke to them. And that brings me actually to the milestones section. Because now, if you click on, for example, the Viking, you can see that we know a total of 13 words. In order to get the next rank, I have to get to 40 words. Well, I have to get 37 more. Let me be accurate about that. And then it'll go here. So there's hundreds and hundreds of words that you can learn before you have maxed out this. Our current standing with the Viking is we're neutral. If we have 3 more improvements, then we will actually become an accomplice. and that that rank does play a big part in the game later on. So it's something you want to work on. Corvax, we have 2 words, and the gag, we didn't learn a single word. But that's not too surprising because this is a Viking system, so also those knowledge stones, they will teach us Viking, and that's why we have a little bit of a head start in that language. Right, so over here you will find other NPCs. This is a guy that will give you missions as soon as he thinks you're ready for it, which we're not. This is a merchant guild master. We're not ready for that either. And this guy will give you locations and will sell you maps of interesting locations and structures. I'm not sure if we have anything on us. I don't see it. No, I don't have the item on me that I can trade. I can buy some for nanites, but I don't have many nanites either. So there's really not much we can do at this station just yet. It wants us to go back, use the portal. So we're going to do that. Back to our base. Talk to our base computer, see what that thing has to say. Alright. There's our base computer. Okay, it's going to start decoding that message with the number 16. Okay, it talks about a traveler. It's all very cryptic. And now it wants us to fly to some coordinates to inspect and investigate that further. Appears to be a distress signal. Is it on this? It's on this planet. It's quite a ways away, so do I need to empty my bags? I'm not sure if I can actually. Don't have storage just yet, so I constantly have to keep running around with this. How long is that away? Ah, it's only with the boost on, it's about 27 seconds. It's not too bad. Keep in mind that that icon is showing the approximate location. Now on the right hand side I noticed the big crashed ship, which is going to be the point of interest in this case. So if we do the scan now, instead of the normal, you can scan rocks and animals, press 3, you go to the target suite mode, which is always linked to a mission that you're doing, and it says that we are aligned with the target and it's 300 units away, so that is this crash ship. So we'll just head over there. Cannot do this yet. We need an advanced mining laser. Ah, there's a stress beacon. It's a freighter. Okay, so we're at a freighter. Colossal fragments. We find a log. Okay, so they are talking about the anomaly. You can see it's capitalized, so this is some sort of, well, entity, I guess. And we find the schematic for the hyperdrive. But we do note that this blueprint is not really for a freighter, so we have the impression that somebody put that blueprint there for a reason. It's like somebody is guiding us. I think that's pretty obvious by now. We actually have the materials on us for the hyperdrive, because I mentioned that in an earlier episode. I was actually picking up those microprocessors because I knew that the quest would take us here. So that is great, so I can install that in our ship as soon as I get back there. It's a little bit too far away. But also this location has actually loot laying around. Cargo pods. And they can be tricky, because the moment you open them up, radiation will start leaking out. You have to basically get the hell away. But in order to open them up, you first need to repair them, and that is always different as to what material is going to be needed to repair them. Oh. Stupid. Alright, so this is one of those. So the moment we click on it, you see that we need to repair it with ferrodust, which we have. There's a radiation leak. You just want to get out of the way. Alright, is there another one? There's one. Let's tag it. Oh, we have to break through the door. Got some more nanites. Okay, that's one out of range. Some are buried. Quite a ways away, so let's go around the outside there. Completely excavate this. See where the entrance is. Or the vault, I should say. Can make it kind of tricky to get out when the radiation starts leaking. Tell me something? Is it on top? Or did I really do all this work for nothing here? The opening is simply on top or what? No. Oh, there it is, okay. Some room. Okay, there we go. Oh, we've got some launch fuel this time. So what I'm gonna do is, there's more of these buried and hidden cargo pods. I will just gather them, and I'll just let you know what I get out of them. So you don't have to sit around here 10 minutes staring at me excavating cargo pods. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I looted all the cargo. Nothing really exciting about it. I got some nanites. Let's see. I got one launch fuel, an antimatter housing that you will use for some items later on for crafting. Yeah, I got about, 16 nanites from the whole ordeal. This wasn't really too exciting. Let's make our way back to the ship. Because we can install that hyperdrive. Alright, almost there. can actually install it without having to enter the ship. Press E, hyperdrive technology, and we have the items. So that's fantastic. The hyperdrive has no fuel, which is going to take us to the next part of this mission chain. Down to the ship. The ship diagnostic system, it notices that we have the hyperdrive installed, but we have no fuel. We need warp cells, and in order to make those, we need to be able to get antimatter. So what we're going to do now is use a scanner, but it only works in space itself. So we launch back to space. Oh, our pulse engine is almost empty. We don't have enough tritium to actually load that thing up. But let's scan for an antimatter. Let's get that done first. It's the only location on this planet here. Okay, that's a 40-second warp. So I will be back as soon as we get there. Right, we started a descent. Back on this beautiful deserted planet. Approximate location. So it wants us to go on the real location down again with our visor and our scanner. That's a good one. I'm not sure if this is... Ah, there it is. There's the icon. I'm standing right next to it, I didn't even notice. First things first, we have to loot this. That basically means that we now know this sector of the planet. We're here for the antimatter. Go into this abandoned building. More stuff to loot. Yes, when you apparently look at this research specimen, it increases your standing with whoever is controlling that system. I don't know why. But we'll just do it. Okay, we have to talk to this thing. Move the goop. Yes, let's not get closer. And there's a red, unblinking crimson eye. And it prints out a blueprint. The Eye of the Anomaly. You will find us when the time is right. And then a whole bunch of 16s again. So now we can actually craft antimatter. And apparently I have enough resources on me to do that. Let's just do 3 of those. Assemble antimatter housing. Didn't I pick one of those? Yep, I already had 2 of those from the freighter. So, can I do another one? No. In order to actually make that, we don't have enough ferrodust. Well, hold your horses. Please tell me that there's at least ferrodust on this planet somewhere. What is this? There's a secondary element, who knows what it is. Okay. Get a little bit of that. Then we can hover over here, press the E. And now we can make 3 warp cells. And now we can fuel the hyperdrive. It's also logical. Ooh, different gravity here. Awesome. Okay. Let's fuel that hyperdrive.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So now it wants us to test our interstellar systems. Okay, so it talks about the galaxy map. There's several ways of opening that one up. You press X, go to the galaxy map, or the way I do it, you press M for the galaxy map. This can be intimidating, because this is all a lot of stars. You're going to be having a lot of planets, and yeah, we'll just explore this as we go. It also looks, there's a path drawn out for us that will actually take us to the core, the galactic core of this galaxy. That is going to be of importance further on down the mission line. Right now, I don't care for it. So we'll just leave, see what it wants us to do. Warp to another system. Okay, the map. If you right click, or use your right click, then you can actually move a little bit freely around here. You kinda see which one is the closest. I think it's actually this green one here. 17 light years in E5 star. But we cannot get there because there's something blocking warp. Must admit, first time I've seen that. Then we cannot go there because something's blocking the warp. Did I do something wrong again? Okay. Interesting. Wants us to go to this one, maybe? That's quite a ways. 78 light years. But there's nothing else closer. Nope, it wants... Nope, wants to go there. Alright. And then you hold the left mouse button and you start warping. That is very tricky though, because that is really far away. It's probably going to use all our fuel. Okay, the system has 4 planets, 1 moon, is controlled by the GAC. Okay, our system reports that there was an error. Guidance system malfunction. Great. It's going to look for some alternative routes. Searching, searching. Okay, destination, yeah, 16, 16, 16, 16. Accept new guidance, well, we have not much choice. And we got a message. Is there a message? Message declined. Channel busy. Oh, right. So it wants us to go here. So we're being scanned by some hostiles. Usually pirates. Would be great. So they found some valuable cargo in our ship. So they are like, we are gonna attack you and get that cargo. And we are basically gonna try to kill them. Ooh. Way too fast. Alright, so we killed that pirate. And we got a suspicious weaponry, which you can open. And it's a module to improve the photon cannon. Great. Because we got one of those right there. Now we have to make sure they link up, so I have to take this one. Move this one back here to link them up. Let's see what kind of bonus it gives. 1% heat, okay. That is basically pretty useless. Let's continue with that mission, because we need some fuel. We'll scan the planet in the meantime. The high radio source planet, so it's radioactive. It is better to go to a radioactive planet than run out of fuel. Let's get our nose down. Approximate location. Alright, so it's best to slow down and see if we pick up anything in the area. That might be it. Beautiful structure. If I'm not mistaken, see what kind of exosuit we have. Oh, and a shield. Ah, we have a toxic shield filter. So nothing really specialized at radioactivity right now. But I'll come. I'm pretty sure that's the target, yeah. Let's get over there. Oh, that's not bad. Let's do scan. Yep, we don't get much. We don't have a upgrade or mod for the scanner yet, so yeah, this is pretty pathetic. It's kind of a waste of time. We'll learn some words. This is actually going to be our first word in the GAC language, which is the GAC word. Back. And then we have the second word. There's always 3 pillars here. That word. We have to go. What we came for? It's usually upstairs. The heart of the enamel. Okay. Obviously, alien structure. There's that word traveler again. I don't think it matters much what you do here. At this point, I don't think we know that we're a traveler. Frankly, I still don't know if we're a traveler, so I'll just take friend. Even in the game that I played further than this, I don't know. I think the outcome is always the same. So somebody is watching over me. First or last? I don't know. I guess I'm the first. I don't know. The Crimson Eye. Yes, we've seen that thing. Staring at us. Find us, traveler. But this thing says that I'm a traveler. It gave us 1 warp cell, which is enough to warp back. Now the mission is to find the mysterious messenger. Where's my spaceship? There it is. Oh, we parked nice on this little rock. Find the mysterious messenger. Back to space. Oh, there's the message. Incoming transmission. We don't know from whom. There's that guy again. Okay, we'll identify ourselves. Yeah, we don't know what he's yakking about, so... So he's talking about others that basically failed him. He doesn't want to respond to that. Hmm. And we receive some more coordinates. We want to go to those coordinates, where we'll find something else, I guess. Yeah, we're basically being sent back and forth. But it's all worthwhile, because it will actually help us with interstellar travel, which is frankly awesome. So the universe will open itself up for you. Approximate location again. Oh. Different color. Similar creatures. Target aligned. Okay, start running in that direction. Let's do a scan. I don't think there's sodium in the background there. Oh, planet. Okay. Yeah, that is sodium, I think. Scanner. Not sure if that's copper. No. Okay, copper. Oh. Evil plant. Alright, I will mine this copper and I will be right back. Alright. I believe that's the item that we're looking for. It's like a crash ship or something. Signal beacon, very likely with a message. Oh, we have to repair it first. Okay, we got that. Well, I'm glad I got the items on me. Yep, it's the same guy. No signs of life. So now we have a name, Artemis. An upgrade for our mining beam, which is that advanced mining laser, which is awesome. I don't have the resources on me to make this, but that is fine. And I have to move things around here. Can make these two very likely, but not the other one. If I had carbon on me. Yeah, we're running a little bit low on the resources. Oh. Okay. Usually these are some nanites. We'll pick those up. Anything else here? Ammunition. I say the whole purpose of coming here is finding out the name and the fact that we can now make that advanced mining laser, which is really cool. Just to summon our ship. So this is the crash ship. So you can actually... oh, this is actually really a big one. So you can compare it to what you currently have. This one is a 2 million unit ship. Class A. That's really good. You can actually claim this ship, because, well, the pilot is gone, nobody is there, so you can claim it. In order to fully make it functional, or make it fully functional, you have to repair all these things. And that is quite a lot of work. But this is... It's a really nice shuttle, Class A, with 23 slots. So for a general purpose ship, well, it's a free find. It's going to cost us the repair cost, but it has already 3 shields that we can repair. Hyperdrive in it. Launch thruster. Yeah, we're gonna claim this. Now we have 2 ships. Yes, I don't have to carry this with me or anything like that. I'll actually show you. You can summon the ship here. So that's the one that we have now, because that is our main ship, because we recently tagged that. But we can summon the old one. Well, our main one. This is our main one. We can actually have it land here. In order for that trick to work, you have to make sure that there's launch fuel in it. I believe I already did this once before. So we'll just leave this one here. We can summon it later back to our base, repair it, or sell it, whatever we want to do. Let me double check on the mission. It wants us to go into the stars. We just have enough to get off the planet. Alright guys, I'm actually going to leave it here, because the next part of this mission is going to be very exciting, and it's going to take a little bit of time to really get through that all. So I thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day.